Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Nippon with me, Jimmy Loveless. Now then, are you two ready? I am, so they are too, good. Wallets, check. Trains are because we're staying overnight at Kyoto it was, wasn't it? Check. Okay, in that case, our 1 night, 2 day stay in Kyoto. Let's go! Now, as for our itinerary from Tokyo to Kyoto, we'll get on the Shinkansen from here at Tokyo Station. Yeah, what's that? Are you that fired up about riding the Shinkansen? What is it? It's the fastest train in the world. It's no lie that it's the safest, most technologically advanced train ever. I mean, I've been really hoping to ride that train at least once. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm sure you are, but first we need to buy our tickets to get on. So, let's do that. First, there are several lines when you get out of Tokyo. The one that goes to Kyoto is called the Tokaido Shinkansen. It doesn't help that my glasses are slightly wet, because, well, they just are. So, water keeps getting in my way. Tokaido Shinkansen, right? Yes, there's also 3 kinds of you can read that yourselves. There are Nozomi and Hello Seagulls, the Haikuri and the Kodama. That's right, the Kodama stops at every station, but the Hikuri and Nozomi only stop at the important ones. They're special express trains in every sense of the word. Between the two, the Hikuri takes shorter stops at each station than the Nozomi. There's about 500 kilometers between Tokyo and Kyoto. Oh god, hang on a second. The trip takes about 2 hours 20 minutes. That's even faster than I thought it was. By the way, hang on a second, I need to wipe my glasses. And I can't read it without the glasses, so hang on a second. Get the hair out of my eyes. There we go. By the way, all the trains cost the same amount. So if you're going to a major station like Kyoto or Osaka, it's better to take the Nozomi. I see. Now about the tickets. To ride the Shinkansen, you need both a boarding pass and special express ticket. Then you'll choose between the free seating or the reserve seating. A boarding pass and express ticket, and free seating or reserve seating. One-way free seating ticket to Kyoto is about 13,000 yen, but round trip ticket is a little cheaper each way, so it's best to go round trip for your boarding pass whenever possible. Okay. Now to buy. In Japanese JR stations, there are ticket counters called Midori no Madoguchi with vending machines in the larger stations. You can also purchase tickets at travel agents' counters in some stations. If you go to a travel agency, you can sometimes buy them in a bundle with hotel reservations at a discount price. Oh right, Oni-chan, when we go to Kyoto, make sure our seats are, I got it, on the right side, right? Yeah. You know what I was thinking, Oni-chan. Seats on the right side, right? Because... Nope, I'm not telling you right now. You'll see soon enough. Now you've got me curious, tell me. No way. Huh. Then Makoto? No wait, Oni-chan, don't tell him. Yes, I know. Huh? Right, first let's buy the tickets and then get our bento, which is, as I've said before, a lunchbox basically, and board the trains. Buying bento before we get on the train? Of course, long ago they had restaurant cars on the train itself. But as the travel times got faster and faster, they stopped doing it because there was less need to eat a slow meal on the train. So sort of in place of that, they started selling special bento in the larger stations, known as ikibun, that usually contain the region's speciality food. Eating an ikibun whilst chatting with friends and watching the scenery pass by is part of the fun of the train ride. Yeah, in other words, it's a way to make the trip itself special. That's exactly it. It's not just the mode of... Does that say transformation? I think it's meant to say transportation, but a part of the journey. We're going to transform into a train. This is really exciting. So we bought our bento and got through the gate. Now we wait for the train to arrive. Train. You're as excited as a child. But, it's here. Oh, there's a bullet train, I think that's what they call it. That's cool. It's the newest model, the N700. It's a real thing. It's like a perfectly streamlined form. It's like a smart train. It's amazing. You can tell it's fast just by looking at it. Well, it's worth noting that since the trains first started running, the trip time to Kyoto has been reduced by nearly 1 hour. An hour is completely amazing when you put it that way. Wonder how hard they must have worked on to shrink the time by an hour. Come on, it's fine for you to be excited, but don't space out or the train will leave without us. Dots. Dot. Oh cool, we had to get to see out the window. You know, a game is graphically quite low when you're excited by moving trees. So have you calmed down a little? You're insane. I've been calm the whole time. Please, you're insane is my line. You've been spazzing out since we got on the train. Now we've been on the train 40 minutes and you've been spazzing out the whole time, okay? I am not. I think this is the only time I've had 30 FPS constantly. And I bet you this is the only time the mouse is stable. Probably. Or the cursor, should I say. Don't say that. You're not spazzing. Come on. Let him be. There's nothing wrong with enjoying himself, right? Yeah, I mean, this is totally amazing. These seats are so comfortable. You can recline them so far. And even though we're racing through at 300 km an hour, I don't feel the slightest vibration. Each seat has its own power outlet. We can even connect to the internet. I can't believe how advanced Japan is with stuff like this. See, you're completely spazzing out right now. Nunk. No, enough with the flirting, you two. What? We're not flirting. Really? From my point of view, it looks exactly like flirting. Can we not have one episode without some sort of thing like that? That's not... Wait, that's why I'm telling you we're not. It's gonna sound like you're protesting too much. Lady doth protest too much. Come on, Oni-chan. You're always quick to say such strange things. Sorry. Anyway. It's about time. What is it? What's about time for what? Remember earlier when I said for seats on the right side of the train? You're gonna learn why very soon. That's inside you too, look. Ah. Mount Fuji? Yeah. Go me. Mount Fuji. Don't see anything about that in the my book. Hang on a second. Where's Kyoto? There's Kyoto. Oh, I see. Kyoto is not too far away from Tokyo. That's cool. It's about a quarter of the way there. Wow, look at that snow-crested peak, that gentle slope. So peaceful and solemn, but with such a presence. How can I describe it? To just call it beautiful feels almost trite. It's 3,776 meters tall, and it says how big it is in my book. Does it match up? Yes, my book agrees with that thing. I didn't know it was an active volcano. I honestly didn't. I thought it was just a mountain. Yes, its last eruption was about 300 years ago. And until 15 years ago they thought it might have gone dormant. I didn't know that was a... Oh, I honestly didn't know Mount Fuji was a volcano. They say the last time it erupted, the ash reached all the way to Tokyo. When we look at the earlier data, we see that Mount Fuji's eruptions have no set period, but the longest dormant period was a little under... Wait, what? A little under 300 years. So it's due to go off. That means it could erupt at any time, yes. Wait, hang on a second. There is an active volcano that's due to go off in Japan. Why have I never heard of this before? The alternative meaning of the word Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theory says the name stems from unique mountain or undying mountain. Okay, seagulls, calm down. Well, that's exciting, this active volcano. It's from Mason posits. I don't know how to pronounce that word, I've never seen that word before. That an active volcano, ancients thought of it as a living mountain. Ah, a living mountain? Can you climb to the top of Mount Fuji? Yes, you can, although you can only get halfway by car. Anyway past that you need to climb by foot. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer, around July and August, so if you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. Japan's greatest mountain. Someday I'll climb it for myself. That was quite interesting, I thought. Thank you for riding with us today. Kyoto. Please be sure to have your belongings with you when you disembark. Uh-huh. That's the Kyoto Tower, isn't it? The one with the rocket on top. I think I mentioned it in the last video. Yep, Japan's world capital, Kyoto. Until it changed in 1867. Now, does my book agree with that? $309. That's Kansai. 1868 it says in my book. What does it say there? Ooh, there's a discrepancy. For over 1,000 years, Kyoto became capital in the year 794. And it says in here, it agrees with the first number, the second number, just not the first one. How weird. 1 year out. And it moved with each. Wait, what? They built a new city on this line. It's known as Heian. Its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. That city remained as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years afterwards. Such a long time, huh? But what's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? 1603. Wait, wasn't Tokyo the centre of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital then. You make a good point. It's true that the centre of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period, but the shogun in Edo had real power. The formal head of the government was not shogun himself, but the emperor here in Kyoto. So even during the Edo period, the Japan government was technically centred in Kyoto, and even when it was officially moved to Edo, Kyoto and Osaka next door continued to grow as if they were still the capital, right? That's right. I see. So you could say Kyoto is a city that maintains the traditions, forms and culture of Japan's good old days. I see. I guess even I think of traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto. But still. But you'd rather be seeing the town for yourself instead of listening to our lectures, right? How did you know that? Because we can read your face like a book, right, Akira? Yeah, especially when you're thinking perverted things. No way. Wait, you do think of those things? No, that was just an automatic response, that's all. Are you saying we're lacking in womanly charms? What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? Okay. Come now, Aki-chan. Let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all, so it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see. Now that you mention it, I can see that's true. Well, as long as we're here, we really should look all around. So let's cut the chit chat, it's time for the quick tour. Yes it is. That's what I've been waiting for. So where should we start? Let me see, I think that's the best place, don't you? That. Okay, we'll find out what that place is next video. So until then folks, until then, see you later.